the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
We got this.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On second down, here's Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
He's going to loft it. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The gain of 39 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Prescott now. Trying to lay one up deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Thompson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Past the 20. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Demario Davis there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I'm going back to you. On your team.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Thompson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Mahomes firing complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Butker's kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down. On first down, Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 38, Prescott. He'll get this to Eckler. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Third and short yardage. Prescott being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, Prescott, eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
Let's go.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now Prescott.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hey, kill.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He wasn't ready.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
So if you like field goals, you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Giants 3.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run the counter. It's Thompson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 35. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah. This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's second and 8 at the Chiefs.
Kill! 27! 26!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you have most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Fielded about a yard deep. Able to power through. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Mahomes. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Zadarius Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Giants' 45-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Check 52.
At the 23-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Prescott escaping the pressure right. He's going deep, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
You better talk to your boy.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more.
Oh, no, he lost the football. He's to the 10, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown of the new season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Undercut.
They'll go to Barkley again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. And some room to work. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 30. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The toss out to Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Rosas puts this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that'll make it third down. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. We get a look now at the Giants' defense as they file into position. They're looking for one final stop here, put this game on ice. What's the message from the defensive coordinator here?
Don't overthink it. You know what you have to do. Let's get this game over with and get to the locker room.
Yeah, that's the key, right? Just get it over quickly. They don't want to deal with any extra time.
You don't want any extra time. You don't want to do something out of the ordinary that gives them an opportunity and hope. Go out there and play the way you know how.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and now it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception. Wow.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.